we take you back to senior Newzroom Afrika reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli. He is in Moloto in Mpumalanga. We understand 5 minibus taxis have been impounded. Why, Tumaole?
Well, it's all happening here on Moloto Road, the R543 in Mpumalanga. The reason these minibus taxis are being impounded, certainly the reasons we're getting from officers here is that the vehicles aren't supposed to be using this route. They're not licensed to be on the route. I'm going to step out a shot now to show you just how frustrating it is. As you can see, this vehicle here, the minibus taxi, quantum taxi, the lady and the gentleman standing outside there. This taxi was packed, and when officers asked for the permit, it seemed as if the driver didn't have the right papers. Now, another reason these vehicles are being impounded is because licenses, either they are roadworthy licenses or they are driver's licenses, have expired. In total, 5 vehicles, including these 2, have been impounded. These vehicles are just waiting for their owners to confirm where they're going to be taken, and their owners are going to have to pay the heavy fine. Now, as the camera swings across in the opposite direction, you'll see on the opposite end of the road, behind the officers, is a grey minibus taxi, and that taxi too has been halted dead in its tracks, and the reason is, again, it either did not have the right papers to be on this road, or the driver did not have the permit to carry passengers. It's a big problem, especially the issue of permits on the route, and it is what is called, in colloquial terms, pirating. This certainly means that the operators of such vehicles are taking on commuters on routes they're not supposed to be on, and this has led to upscale or upsurge in violence, so-called taxi violence, and taxi wars, particularly along this route, have peaked dramatically over the last couple of months and even years, and this is what officers are telling us. And in a bid to stop that, in this particular operation here, they are targeting specifically minibus taxis, as well as vehicles who are seen to be infringing on road traffic signs, including skipping the stop sign there right behind me. This has been a big problem which has led to fatalities and accidents. As you can see, possibly there's a yield sign there showing that it is a high accident zone. However, the taxis that are on the roads legally, as well as the vehicles who comply with road traffic rules, are allowed to go by as and when they please, after being checked, of course. So that's the situation, the braking situation here on Moloto Road. Certainly officers heeding the call by the Transport Minister, and the Transport Ministry, to apply zero tolerance to those who are infringing on road traffic rules and laws. With that, it's back to you in the studio.
Nothing more frustrating, Tumaole, than being a passenger and having been stopped at a roadblock to find that the driver is in the wrong, yet you need to get to where you need to get to. What happens to passengers?
Well, unfortunately for the passengers, what I'm being told is that they are going to have to wait while the driver calls either his association or the owner to send another minibus vehicle to try and assist them. That is, of course, if the owner or the driver has another vehicle in his fleet or in his ownership that is registered to be here. Otherwise, what will have to happen is that they have to make alternative arrangements, and we are being told that if alternative arrangements can't be made either by the passengers or by the owner of the vehicle or the driver, then they will be reimbursed. That's if they didn't have to pay the money at a central location. Usually what happens with long distances is that you register your name on documents at the taxi rank and you pay at a central office. So hopefully that central office or the driver will be able to give the people their money back so they can make their way home. I tried to speak to the people, but understandably, many of them seeming very gloomy, very depressed, saying they just want to get home safely. And this is something that they did not anticipate. They would not know that the vehicles that they are getting into are pirating, and it's unfortunate that they are bearing the brunt in some type of way by losing valuable time. Time is money, after all. They've already paid for a fare, and they're expecting to be carried to their destination of choice. It is really unfortunate.
Tumaole, it is indeed. Thank you very much for that update.